The mission is really to provide education through art and prove that art is a tool, but it's also to make well-rounded people that can think for themselves, problem solve for themselves, have work ethic and a variety of skill sets that are dealing with not normally provided in school as an assistant tool to keep kids engaged and to move them forward in education, but also to show off their talent and give them self-esteem, to provide another way of learning, and just to give people the chance to see that art is not a hobby, but it's an underutilized tool to making people better.
When we first got there, they said, draw something. And I was like, oh, I can draw, I know how to draw. And they're like, okay, you're gonna paint it. And I was like, wait a second. I don't know how to paint. I can't paint. But the environment that they have is very comforting. It's very peaceful. Like, you want to be there. And they like to help you with everything. Like, I've seen people that have never picked up a paintbrush in their life paint something amazing.
The goal should be educating the whole student. And every student should have the opportunity to go through there and find out how creative they can be and use their creativity. And for some students, it really is a hook, and they see how creative they can be or the opportunities that are there for them, and they'll take it to the next level.
Well, it's been an amazing thing, you know, for a teacher to believe in art as a base to not only teach kids, but to elevate them and give them a sense of purpose.
It's very easy for people who are not teachers to say, well, they're all at-risk kids, but they're not. You can't compare them because what they go through or the amenities they have. I have kids that their homes in Mexico, they're still using outhouses. There is no running water, there is no sewer into their home. That's completely different than a kid who's coming from the city. The biggest challenge that I see, and this has been a problem with our community for years, even those who are second or third or fourth generation American, there's a lot of self-doubt and fear in these communities. Fear of failing. The assimilation is not happening at home. Art has no language. Art is a universal language. So the kids, I mean, they all speak the same language when they're here in art. I shouldn't say no language, they all speak the same language with creative kids.
Art is like a stress ball, it helps you. It helps you like overcome like maybe fears or problems.
It's definitely a stress reliever. It's an outlet.
It brings the creativity of the kids that I know all of them have. The capacity to be creative, but without the tools and the resources, without the support of the instructors and having their presence here, I don't think that most of the students that want to do art, because there are a few, would be able to accomplish that. I'm emotional because I came from this town. Believe it or not, I'm from Pavens. So to see that result in these kids and being able to do what they do, it's just seen like it's a reflection of myself.
When they can incorporate, because I know Creative Kids works with it does some interdisciplinary activities with the teachers, and so if a student comes in and has a strong interest in art or wants to be creative, more creative, rather than just sit in the classroom and just learn, they have opportunities to use their creativity through art into the classroom, where they're also learning the core materials and things like that as far as the core academics, but they're bringing art into it as well.
What Creative Kids has done is that it's saved a lot of students emotionally, dealing with issues at home, dealing with issues with anybody and everybody. So Creative Kids has given them an outlet to do that. The way that we worry about mortgages and a car payment and paying the taxes, well, to them, their whole world is nothing is good at home right now. And so if they have a program like this where it allows them to express themselves and they're able to get their minds off it for a while and then do something that everybody's at all with, to me, that's helping save a kid.
Like different things that happen in my life, I don't know how to talk about them. I don't want to talk about them, but I can find something to draw, I can find something to paint that'll help me kind of get that message out there without really telling everybody what's going on. Like, I needed something to get it out there, and that's what that hot air balloon that I painted back there, it's kind of like hope for me.
It's fun because like you just get to be yourself, but with a pencil.
A lot of these kids, especially with the socio-economic group that we're dealing here, a lot of them will never even attempt to get the first foot out of the door. So if they're able to work in here and create a nice piece, and they're able to use higher levels of thinking, and they're able to create this piece that just blows everybody out of the water, and everybody's just at awe when they see it, well then maybe the next thing doesn't look that difficult anymore. Like college, or maybe after college, grad school doesn't look difficult, or starting a business is not as difficult as it was once before they had built this confidence.
When I found this, I felt like I'm not gonna be completely helpless when I come out of high school. Like, I have something that I know how to do and I can use it to help me get out there.
I think that's what TG provided for us, is they gave us the opportunity to set up the way the model would work and helped us to really figure out how these partnerships would be aligned so that we can really make impact and hopefully that could be, you know, passed on to other school districts, other after-school programs, teachers in general, anybody that wants to utilize it with a set curriculum that we've tried and made true so that it would work for them.
I can't imagine the school without creative kids. I can't imagine Fabens ISD without creative kids because of the fact that there's just so many good things that they do for the kids as a whole. There is no limit. And we used to have a lot of limits, but now I don't see the limit.